Chase Hockey, Blue Futon. We are going in the digital world of Netflix, and with The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, directed by the Coen brothers. Have I seen it? No, silly, it just came out. So let me go watch it and I'll let you know what this cowboy epic is really an epic. I don't even know why I said epic, but let's just go watch it. Let's go. So I just got done watching The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. So what it's about? Well, it's not what I thought. I thought it was going to be a straight movie about Buster Scruggs, with James Franco, Liam Neeson, like kind of playing a part in it. But no, it's actually an anthology of 6 stories. 6 very, very different Western-style stories of what the Coen brothers do. And you can kind of tell each story relates to some of the movies they've done in the past. It's kind of interesting. So you have one with Buster Scruggs, then a James Franco one, then a Liam Neeson one, and then kind of an Oregon Trail one, Brendan Gleeson one, the gold mining one. So those are the 6 stories. So what I like about this movie? Well, I like the different stories. I really did. So the first one, like I said, Buster Scruggs, hysterical and violent. James Franco, pretty funny. Liam Neeson's one, very deep actually, very deep. Gold mining one is a very interesting one as well. They're all interesting to a point. The Grim Reaper one, it's a lot of talking as well. This movie has a lot of talking, but you actually listen to the talking, and some of it actually morphs to why they're talking a little messages. It's a very message-riddled movie, and so I like the scope of the movie, the landscape. Every time there's a Western movie, I just love the scope, the landscape of where they're filming, just the beautiful nature. And I think that's what the Coen brothers were completely trying to do in this movie, show nature, and nature was part of the West, so nature's part of the story, and you gotta love that. The acting in this movie is also fantastic of everyone involved, even though each person probably had only like a week or 2 on set to do their parts, because, like I said, each story ranges, I'd say, about from 12 minutes, and I feel like some of them went to close to 30 minutes, because this is a 2-hour and 13-minute movie. And that's the thing with Netflix. They let the directors and creators kind of give them freedom to do whatever they want. And we're doing whatever they want also leads to some faults. The big fault is some of it drags a lot. Like, it feels like almost some of these scenes are Quentin Tarantino-esque. Not by violence, there is violence in this, but like wanting to hear the person talk a lot. Like, there's a lot of talking scenes in this movie, and sometimes you're just like, where is this going? You're kind of wondering, when is it going to pick up? And it picks up at a point, but I gotta understand why sometimes they did a lot of talking in this movie, because it's not like today's day and age where everything's all fast-paced. Everything in the West is very slow-paced and very methodical, and it's going to take time. It's going to be a slow ride. It's going to be slow, but then all of a sudden, something's going to happen. And it's going to happen quick, fast. It's going to happen without you knowing. I think they did that on purpose to get the viewers also like, okay, so this is like the West. Okay, where are we going? Because everyone in today's day and age is now. And then this movie kind of goes slow, and it hits you. Every story does that. So even though I can say it dragged a little bit, there's a reason for the drag in this movie. Other than that, I really can't find a fault in this movie. Like I said, it looks fantastic. It's an epic style movie of an anthology that I enjoy. Some stories I think could have been fleshed out a little more. Yes, like the James Franco one was a really quick one. But then, of course, then you have the Oregon Trail one, which is a little longer. For that reason, it's an Oregon Trail story. Other than that, I enjoyed this movie for what it was. It was 6 short stories. All 6 short stories kept me entertained. And the Liam Neeson one, damn, that's all I can say. So The Ballad of Buster Scruggs will receive a 4 out of 5 Blue Futons, which equals an 80%. Man, Netflix, you're starting to get a little better in this game. With these higher filmmakers, you can kind of tell. I know they're giving these indie filmmakers some chances, and it's maybe you shouldn't have given that much freedom, because it's like open house still. But when you have these veteran ones know what they're doing, they do some solid movies. The only negative, like I said, is theater. Some of these need to hit theater, but they're not. With the scope and landscape, it's so gorgeous, like on IMAX cameras. But see, on Rotten Tomatoes, using critic scores, gave this movie. Alright, yeah, the critics, 91. The users, 75. Here's the critic consensus. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs avoids anthology pitfalls with a consistent collection tied together by the Coen brothers' signature blend of dark drama and black humor. Yeah, that completely agrees. The only thing I say it doesn't really connect, I mean, yeah, there's some dark humor and drama, but none of the stories connect. They do not. It would be cool if they connected. And the Coen brothers kind of do it in a book format, which I like as well. But heads up, read the last paragraph of each page. There's a reason why they go slowly zoom out and slowly zoom in, so you kind of understand what you're reading and what's going to happen, or how the story kind of concludes. Because it doesn't really conclude with the movie, it concludes with the book. And you have to kind of read the last couple sentences to understand the final thought or the final scene of the movie or the short stories. So do you agree with my 80, 75 for the audience or 91 for the critics? 3 seconds to Blue Futon, like, comment, subscribe. I'm the only thing is Blue Futon Utopia. You Blue Futonians, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Man, is it a coincidence all these Western movies are coming out with Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out? Is it a coincidence? Probably. It probably is a coincidence. But you can only think, right? Like I said, movies like this, you could just tell you have friends. You would die. You would die. You would survive. You would die. You would die. You would die.